Long awaited, but this is my first YouTube video that I'm filming. I did film Get Ready With Me, so I mean it's not the first video that I filmed, but this is the first video that I'm posting. I'll probably do a video about you getting to know me, so you guys know me a little better. So this is the get to know me tag. So I kind of googled questions on the internet, just typed in get to know me tag questions. My name is Michelle Liana Green, but my YouTube and Instagram name will be Michelle Liana, because I don't know, I guess I just always put my social media as Michelle Liana. I do like that a lot better than my full name or my last name. So yes, it's gonna be Michelle Liana, Instagram and YouTube. And maybe I'll make like a Snapchat and Twitter in the future. Where did I grow up? So I grew up in a lot of different places. I kind of moved around a lot because my dad is a pilot. So I was born in Indonesia. That's where my mum's from. So my dad's Aussie and my mum's Indo. So I was born in Indonesia, where my mum and dad met, and then I moved to Australia for kindergarten, and then we moved to Ireland, where my dad got a job at Flybe, and then after that he transferred to the UK, and then he moved companies, so he got a job with Emirates, and then we lived in Dubai, which is the longest place I lived in. I lived there for like 11 years. I always say to like 11 to 13. It's like around 10 years I lived there. So pretty much majority of my teenage life I grew up there. So that Dubai is pretty much what I call home, essentially. And yeah. And my parents currently live there too, still. So I go back and visit them quite a bit. So, how tall are you? So I'm 163 centimeters. I'm quite short, yeah, quite little. Dogs or cats? That's a really hard one, because I feel like if I were to get a pet right now, it would be a cat. So I have been thinking of getting a cat lately, but that's only because I live in a flat. If I lived in like my own house and stuff, then I'd probably get a dog. Yeah. What year were you born? So I was born in 1995, so I'm 23, turning 24 this year. Quite scary, almost midway to 50. So what is your favorite drink? My favorite drink, green tea, as you can see. That's probably what I drink mostly, green tea and water. But if it's like juice, then probably avocado juice or mango. Yeah. Alcohol, probably white wine, like Riesling. Sweet wine, I don't like dry. I prefer sweet. I don't know, to be honest. I wear a lot of different perfumes. Probably my favorite that I always reach for, Bibliothèque by Byredo. So this one's my absolute favorite because it's really sweet and it's quite strong as well. It lasts quite a while on the skin. Bibliothèque is, yeah, it's supposed to be inspired like a library. That's why it's called Bibliothèque. But yeah, I really love Byredo. As you can see, my fave's at the back there. What are your life goals? I think my life goals probably just do what I love and just do what I love and make sure that it's making me happy. I don't really have like life goals as in like, oh, I want to get to here. I mean, obviously I have career goals that I want to be able to do, and if I were to talk about career goals, I think definitely working in something artistic, I am studying interior architecture at Curtin University in Perth, so that's quite creative. It's hard though, time consuming, but yeah, pretty much, yeah, anything artistic, because I've always just grown up being artistic. I haven't really been a very academic person. I haven't really enjoyed academic subjects. I've always just been drawn to like art. Yeah, pretty much. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Oh, so my favorite YouTubers at the moment would be Sophie and Cinzia. They're two best friends. They do a channel together and they're just so funny, and like, yeah, just like when you watch them, it's like you're talking to your best friend, and like they just talk about things that are happening, and yeah, they're just so like bubbly and funny. I just love watching their videos. They make me really happy. My second favorite would have to be Ace Family. I love Ace Family. I don't know why, they just make me really happy when I watch their videos. I love the little children, and just, yeah, like Austin and Catherine just vibe so well together. They have a great chemistry together, and I just find their videos so easy to watch, and yeah, very entertaining. Do you speak any languages, and how well? So English would have to be my first language and what I speak fluently on and write fluently in. But obviously, because my mum's Indonesian, I did grow up learning and listening and speaking Bahasa, which is Indonesian. So yeah, so with Bahasa, I don't know how to write it at all. I can speak basic Bahasa, but if someone speaks to me in Bahasa fluently, I can understand exactly what they're saying, because I can pick out words, and I do know like like basic words to communicate basically, if you know what I mean. Yeah. How would you describe your fashion sense? My fashion kind of varies. Like, I change up a lot of my fashion a lot. Like, I can be really dressy sometimes and really chilled. It really depends. I guess like I have like a makeup kind of sense. I love like dark lips, like a bold lip, bronzy skin, bronze eye, and I love blush and highlighter. That's like my vibe with makeup, as you can see. But yeah, don't really have like a fashion sense. I kind of just wear whatever I feel like. I'm not really like, I'm not one of those people that I'm very like, oh no, I could never wear that, or like I'll just kind of go for it with my fashion, and like I'll just wear whatever I feel like and whatever colors I like. But yeah, I work at Mecca, and if you live in Australia, you obviously will know Mecca Cosmetica, Mecca Maxima, and Mecca. So they're the three different concepts of the Mecca brands basically. And yeah, so basically I'm a store host at Mecca, and I help customers basically find what they're looking for, whether it's with makeup, fragrance, skincare, body, anything like that. We have amazing brands as well. They're just super like natural brands, nothing, yeah, pretty much all of our brands are really natural, and they're really beautiful quality. So I feel like Mecca is a pretty good place to shop, because we're basically like a beauty retailer that doesn't sell other brands that other retailers sell in Australia, and we offer those brands. What is your go-to fast food order? McDonald's for sure. Chicken nugget meal, or just like a cheeseburger. That's my go-to fast food at the moment, with barbecue sauce. I'm obsessed with barbecue sauce. And also, if you guys didn't know, honey, the honey that they give you with the pancakes, like they have the honey little like pack with chicken nuggets. like really amazing. I love that combo. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it, even though it sounds weird, but when you try it, it's so nice. Oh, I have a lot of favorites. It depends the genre, because I like to watch a lot of different genres, but I think my favorite Netflix show at the moment would be Riverdale. I love Riverdale. Like whenever they come up with a new episode, I'm like on Netflix right away to watch it. Yeah, to be honest, that's pretty much, yeah, my most favorite at the moment that's still currently going. I loved Pretty Liars when they were still filming, but obviously Pretty Liars is over now. But yeah, horror. Oh, that makes, yeah, so I love horror. If you haven't seen The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix, you need to watch it, because I watched it for the second time like 2 days ago, all over again, because I love it that much. It's like a kind of scary horror Netflix series, but the ending's really sad. Like it is scary, but it's really sad, but I really like that. I feel like it's so different to other series that Netflix offers, so I really like that series. But I always love watching horror movies, maybe not by myself, with other people. So when I have a girlfriend around or something, then yeah, I will always pick horror as a genre, and I only have a handful of friends that can watch horror movies with me. Others don't, they're too scared to watch it. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer when they don't want to watch it. Yes, I live overseas from my parents. So as I said, my parents live in Dubai and I live in Perth, Western Australia. I moved to Perth for uni, so I was okay actually when I first moved, like the first couple of months moving away from home to start uni. But then I guess it kind of caught up on me that I was away from home and I kind of got homesick, and I did get a little bit depressed, to be honest, being away from home and starting over again, just making new friends as well. Like it's very hard to find like very close friends that you can talk to and tell everything to especially when you start uni, because I mean like your childhood friends you've grown up with, and yeah, you feel most comfortable with them, they've been your friends for years. But then when you meet someone completely new at uni that's like an adult, it's kind of hard to like find really close friends. Yeah, I found it really hard to find yeah, people that I could talk to, and I felt like, yeah, I was bottling up a lot. So I did go to like the counsellor and stuff when I did start uni, and I felt a lot better after, yeah, basically just talking to someone, just letting it out. So yeah, for my advice for someone that's going to university or college and moving away from home, speak to your parents as much as you can and make sure you have that person there to talk to about how you feel, and just like don't get stuck in that rut of like not going out and like just rejecting people inviting you out and not going to class and stuff like that. It's a really bad habit to get into, and you can feel a bit more down, a bit more depressed staying indoors all the time, because I lived on student accommodation as well at Curtin, so I sometimes wouldn't even come out of my room, which is really bad. And I lived with like 5 other people, so 3 girls, 3 guys, including me. And yeah, I found it really hard to like get out there sometimes. Like after like my second year of uni, I just didn't want to go out, didn't feel like drinking or anything like that, or like partying, just kind of stayed in rather. Yeah, to be honest, I have always been that type of person. I do love being by myself. I've always loved my own company. I've never felt like I always needed someone there. Like I was okay like being on my own basically. But it's hard when you don't have your like best friends and your family there. Yeah, I think it also hit me the first time I ever got sick at uni, and that mum wasn't there to look after me or make me dinner or anything like that. I had to make my own dinner, to go get my medicine. That was actually, yeah, the first time I ever fell sick at uni. That was, yeah, I definitely felt it then, being away from home. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have a younger brother and sister, so I'm the eldest out of the three. My sister is 21, just turned 21 in February, and my brother is 16, 17? 16, 17? I think he's 17, yeah. He's getting quite old now. Every time I go back home, it's like he's grown up so much more of a man. Yeah, it's crazy. What is your favorite color? So my favorite color, if I were to pick, probably purple. I do love purple a lot, even though I don't have a lot of purple in my flat. Like, my flat is very neutral, I guess because I chose it that way so I could incorporate color when I wanted to. But yeah, like, I would think purple. If anything comes in purple, I do really like the color purple. But I love like green because of like plants and greenery and stuff, so I'm a bit obsessed with that, as you can see on my YouTube banner. Put a bit of greenery in there because, yeah, if you like ever came to my flat, you'd know, like, I have like greenery wallpaper, like fake vines in places, fake plants like everywhere. Yeah, I'm a bit of a plant hoarder. What are your favorite values in friends? I think my favorite value in friends is someone that's, I guess it's something you can't really fake. Like, the friends that I have kept from like childhood and high school, they're the friends that I don't have to speak to a lot, but then like when I speak to them, it's like, or see them, like it's nothing has ever changed. Like, we're still the same banter, still can talk comfortably with them, and yeah, like I feel like that's something that you can't force. It's just always been there, like in our friendships. I don't really know what to like how to describe that, like what that would be in a value, but yeah, I love that quality in friendships, and I think that's one of the qualities that I really, yeah, if I feel that way with a friend, that'll be my friend for life, pretty much. What social media are you addicted to? Instagram, for sure. I love Instagram. I don't know why. Like, I guess when I started my Instagram, I kind of looked at it as like a blog, so like visually. So I'd always try to take really nice pictures and edit and stuff like that. Think about composition and like, yeah, if you know what I mean. So that's how I got really into Instagram, and just posted like pictures and like thinking of it as like a blog. Not so much like the likes or the comments or anything like that. Just more of like visually, yeah. In your life. I think what I'm happiest for in my life is probably the growth that I've gone through as a person, especially leaving home. I think just the woman I've become, and the things I've like learned and tried to work on as a person. I think I've changed, especially the last like year and a half. Like, I've changed a lot and matured a lot in certain areas that I didn't basically before. The thing I'm most proud of is also just kind of getting out of my depressive state. So yeah, I used to be quite like depressed, I guess, and like living in dorms and university and stuff kind of contributed to that, because I would always just, yeah, stay inside and kind of just like not hang out with friends and just be inside all day, and yeah, it was just a very bad circle that I wouldn't suggest getting into at all. Always just push yourself to go out and do something, you'll feel a lot better for it. It's the same with like exercise. If you just push yourself to do it, you'll feel amazing. You're never going to regret it. And it's always nice to have like someone to talk to, even if it's not about like how you're feeling inside, just like to talk about something different, someone to interact with, because you feel so much more sane for it. And yeah, I've actually like started back at exercise probably like a month and a bit ago. And I actually didn't exercise for like, well, obviously I exercise, but not like consistently, how I used to when I was younger. So I hadn't done that for like 2 years. I kind of got in a rut and like a bit lazy and didn't want to, and actually it contributed a lot to my anxiety and like depression, because I wasn't getting those endorphins and like exercising stuff. And now that I've like joined a fitness center and like use the gym and the classes and stuff, I feel so much better just mentally, clarity wise, and I guess also is why like I'm starting this channel as well. Yeah, I just feel so much more motivated to do things, and I feel so much better about myself, not just about like how I look, but just like how I feel. You notice such big like differences in your energy, your mood, yeah, just like clarity of mind. And also just, it's something to do. Like on days off you like don't know what to do, just go to the gym and you'll feel so much better for it. You won't regret it. So yeah. What is your star sign? So if any of you know me, I am very into like astrology and like star signs, not so much like horoscopes. I don't really believe that much in horoscopes. Like I feel like they're a bit generic most of the time, but I really love like, I feel like star signs really tell you about a person and how they are. So I am a Scorpio through and through. I'm a moon Scorpio and a sun Scorpio, I believe. I've only started learning about like the sun and the moon. They're like, because you can be 2 different star signs in them, but I'm Scorpio in both, so I'm very, very Scorpio. And if you guys don't know what qualities a Scorpio holds, then we're very stubborn. We can be very jealous. We can very passionate. We're either all in for something or like all out. Like we're never like halfway. We can be indecisive. We love really hard when we are in relationships. We're very affectionate. Yeah, that's all I can think of at the top of my mind. They're the moods that I go in day to day. So what are your pet peeves? My pet peeves, I think feet. I don't like feet. I have like a phobia with feet and like indoor swimming pools, like wet floors. Like I don't like, yeah, as I was saying, the camera just cut out. I don't like damp floors and swimming pools. I feel like they're just like, oh, I don't know, attraction for fungus and like, I don't know, I just like feel a bit icky about it. But just feet in general, like, oh, I don't like when people's feet touch me, or elbows. That's another one. I feel like some people like, yeah, like if people touch me with their elbow in public, oh, I'll need like hand sanitizer or something. Like I have like a phobia with elbows and feet. But other than that, I don't really have a pet peeve. Oh, maybe just like, maybe like on social media, pet peeves, like when people are very negative all the time. They kind of just like, I don't know how to describe it. They're just always like, the language they use, I think. Like the type of language they use and stuff that isn't like very positive, and they kind of just like, I really don't know how to put it into words, guys, so if you know what I mean. Have you ever failed at anything, and what did you learn? There's a lot of things that, you know, everyone fails on and they just keep going. Yes, of course I failed in life. Like, I failed, not in life, but like, you know, failed at things in life. But you just gotta keep pushing yourself and going, because you're never gonna get it the first time around, are you? And the more you do it, the better you'll learn and the better you'll be at it. So I feel like failure is such a big thing to succeed. Like, no one starts a company and then it like just starts off like their first ever company, and then they'll be pretty lucky if they get successful right away. But like, normally there's a few trial and errors before you get there, and those really, like, they contribute to your learning and experience, and, you know, yeah, you getting better at whatever it is you want to do in the future. What do you do in your free time? Lately, exercise. Pretty much like go to classes. I have like a PT at the gym. She tells me, well, she doesn't come with me every time to the gym, but she's told me like every 2 weeks we do checkups. So like, she like basically gives me a routine to do, and I have to do it and do classes and stuff like that in between. Then she measures me on like, I don't really know what they're called, but it's like a machine. It measures like your body fat, your muscle mass, all this stuff. So she tells me if I've lost weight and all that. So yeah, it's pretty good. How many countries have you traveled to? To be honest, I don't really know, because I've traveled to quite a lot. As my dad is a pilot, so even when we were younger we traveled quite a bit, but yeah, quite a handful, and I'm quite lucky. What is your coffee order? Probably a latte, like a caramel latte, or yeah, caramel latte. That's probably my favorite. Where's your songs tab on Spotify? Okay, so what I've been listening to lately is Khalid. Wait, how do I do like song tab? So I've been loving like Khalid. I don't know if you guys can see. Khalid, Girls Night playlist. So guys, sometimes I really like listening to sad songs. So one of the playlists is called Life Sucks, which is really depressing, but I don't know, I like sad songs because if you guys didn't know, I love singing. So I feel like they're very like slow paced and like have a good range and stuff to sing, rather than like, you know, a pop song or something like that. So I do love a sad slow paced song to sing along to. Yeah, pretty much. I need to show you my faves at the moment. I've actually been listening to a lot of oldies. So this is the first one. If you guys remember this song. Impatient by Jeremiah. Yeah. And then, of course, you guys will know this one, Hello Love by Lil Wayne. I've been loving this song. And then I love this one, Talk to Me by Tory Lanez. I think it's quite new, I'm not sure, I can't remember. And this is a sad one, so Sin in Your Skin. So Aiden Martin, he actually was like he auditions on the X Factor, and now he's making his own music and stuff. He didn't win, obviously, the X Factor, but I think a producer obviously, yeah, signed him and stuff. So I really love his voice, and his songs are so raw, like the lyrics, and I just love his range too. I've lost my mind. All this cruelness to be kind. Was it gonna feel so good? Yeah, so that I can't play a lot, obviously, because copyright reasons. But also, I'm like obsessed. Oh god, I love Ariana Grande. Like she's amazing. Like if I could like turn for any girl, then it would be Ariana Grande. Yeah, for sure. Like she is like my girl crush. So I'm loving and vibing this song. Obviously, Seven Rings. Like, who's not vibing this song? I don't know why, I really love this song. It's quite sad on her album, but it's called Ghostin'. I try to hold it in the night when you're sleeping next to me, but it's your arms that I need this time. Look at the cards that we've been down. Yeah, that one's really, really sad. I'm pretty sure it's about Pete. The lyrics quite raw on that one. Craziest thing I've ever done would probably be canyoning. So that's like waterfall abseiling? Yeah, pretty sure it's called. Basically you like abseil on waterfalls. That's probably the craziest thing I've ever done. The highest waterfall I abseiled was 50 meters. And I was crapping myself. It's quite scary because you have like obviously all like this gear on and stuff and like harness and whatever, and you also have like little, like, you know, those little surfing booty things to grip yourself, but the rocks when they're wet, they're so bloody slippery. It's so hard to like get your grip on it, and especially on a 50-meter waterfall, there's a lot of water going down that, and it's really hard to find dry rocks to like grip onto. That's probably the craziest and scariest thing I've done. If you guys don't know, I hate heights. Like, in my life, I'll always do, like, my motto for myself, I'll always do something once or twice to try it, and obviously a lot more if I love it. But the two things I'll never ever do in my life would be skydiving and bungee jumping, because I am absolutely terrified of heights. Like, when I'm on, like, especially when it's like a really high platform and then it has like gaps in the flooring and you can see down. Oh my god, like I just feel like going to the floor and grabbing onto like the planks of wood, because yeah, no, I just can't. Like, I get weak to the knees and I feel like I can't move. I kind of freeze a bit, and I think I'd faint if I did skydiving, like, for sure. Describe your first crush. Who was my first crush? Like, my first ever crush probably was in kindergarten. Like, I'll describe my first crush as a teenager and my crush as in kindergarten. So my first crush in kindergarten, I literally don't remember at all. Like, I have a picture of him my mum or my grandma took of us playing in like the sand beds when we were in kindergarten. He was brunette. Yeah, brunette, brown eyes, and kind of was like yeah, like a bit on the like not fat, but like chunkier side. Like, he was really cute and like cuddly, if you know what I mean, like as a kid. But yeah, that was my yeah, my first crush was a kindergartner. As a teenager, I think like I'm trying to remember. I think my first ever crush that I was like really into, he lived in my compound back home, and yeah, we like all of our friends, we used to play together and stuff, and like we would like, yeah, hang out all the time, go to the pool, and it was like, you know, like it was like our little friend group, and I had like a crush on him. Yeah, that's basically like my first crush as a teenager. Probably like when I use something, I think, no, it's clothes. Like, my bad habit would have to be clothes, not folding them away, like folding them and putting them away. Like, I'll like try something on and like leave it out and it'll be there for ages. Like, that's basically my bad habit, because I'll have like a lot of clothes lying around. I would always have my hair up, like half up, half down, or in a ponytail, because I get really hot like this. Like, if I'm going out, yes, I'll wear my hair down and stuff, and I'll curl it, etc. I used to really love like plaiting my hair while I slept, while I was a bit damp, and then like when I wake up, my hair would be like very like crimpy and stuff. Like, that was like my go-to hairstyle in high school. And I love obviously beauty, makeup, skincare. I think they're like my main like passions. Like I love just how those things can empower women and make a woman feel so much better in themselves. And I also personally find like the scientific side of skincare so fascinating, even though I wasn't into science in high school. But I love just learning about skincare and what the ingredients do for the skin. I feel like it's such like useful information, especially for like my job that I'm doing. The information and like product knowledge is so useful to, you know, customize what I'm like showing a customer and my recommendations. I'm definitely gonna do like a video on like skincare, maybe like my favorite brand, like skincare brands at Mecca, and then the favorite products, and I'll talk about each one, what they do, what skin types, the ingredients in there. Yeah, basically just like all of that, so you guys will have a little insight into towards that, because I feel like sometimes like the descriptions on like the products and stuff, you guys might not understand like all the scientific terms and all that, so I'm gonna like try to simply describe what all of them do for the skin. And if you're looking for something in particular, yeah, you can like watch my videos and see if there's anything you guys want to try. Or yes, obviously I'm in university at the moment, still studying interior architecture. Oh, let me explain a bit about interior architecture actually, because a lot of people get a bit confused. Interior architecture is basically a combination between interior design and architecture, basically. A lot of people get it mixed with interior design. They just think, oh, interior design is interior design. Essentially it is, but it's more about, so when I graduate, I qualified to do lighting design, furniture design, obviously like basic architecture, interior decoration, pop-up spaces, exhibitions, things like that. Yeah. So we kind of like get taught how to like create experience within a space. It's not so much like, okay, like this rug and this chair and this color scheme and stuff. Like it, yes, that's like, we have to do that as well, but it's more about like, okay, we're given a client and they want this and we have to cater towards it, and we always focus on like emotions, like how a space makes us feel, and yeah, just the experience it creates. Not so much like, oh, it looks pretty. Like it's not really about that. It's more just like really interpreting what the client wants and the brief into something that's more like tactile and like experiential in that way. I feel like, I think I'm more like my dad, because my dad is more of like an open-minded kind of person. He's a bit more chatty and like just open and friendly, and like, yeah. My mom's very sweet, but she's very like timid and a bit shy with certain things, and like because yeah, English wasn't her first language. She learned English when like more English when she met my dad and married him and stuff. So she speaks really good English now. Like she's done really well, like, and learned a lot of English, but like she still gets a bit like nervous when she's like typing a message. She's like, oh, like, is this how you say this, and like, yeah, stuff like that. But my dad is just very, yeah, he's very bubbly, and like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, I'm more like my dad, but I look obviously more like my mum. I have like the Asian features, but compared to like my sister, my sister has a bigger nose like my dad. She has like a smaller face like my mum, but then for me, I have like big eyes like my dad, a smaller nose like my mum, but a bigger face like my dad. Like on the fairer side, like I obviously do retain and hold color and get color very quickly. Much paler than my mum, for example. Like, yeah, my mum is very like tan. She has a beautiful like olive tan. So I did get skin like my mum. Like I'm easy to tan and stuff, but I don't stay tanned for as long as my mum, for example. Be settling for a life that yeah, basically just settling for like a life that doesn't make me truly happy. My eye color is brown. Actually, yeah, it's brown. The light, it's like a hazel. Yeah, guys, I think that's like all I'm gonna do today, because the video is gonna be quite long, I'm guessing, because I did answer quite a lot of questions. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe if yeah, if you liked this video and you like watching me. So yeah, I'll be definitely doing more videos. The next video I'll upload is a get ready with me, and then I'll do a skincare one. So please stay tuned for that and subscribe if you want to watch. I will also have my Instagram linked below, so you guys can have a look at my Instagram and follow me on there. It's at Michelle Liana. So yeah, it was really nice talking to you guys, and I will see you in my next video.